Why we were talking about this we were talking about this in the masjid at 1 in the morning 2 days ago. How the top of the pyramid was capped with gold.
Yeah.
And we got into a little Tesla talk. How Tesla at the World Fair he did the wireless transfer of electricity to the light bulb from a pyramid um, model. You can even get into discussions about Nikola Tesla in the masjid in the middle of the night.
I want some really thin golden toilet paper. I'm sure somebody's got that shit.
Well, Nikola Tesla said once scientists start focusing on non-physical phenomena, that they would make it more progress in 10 years than they made like in all the previous centuries put together.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened with the pyramids. That like once they really start learning about it, because he was like he had those uncontrollable cosmic visions of Egyptian stuff anyway. It helped
Yeah,
him out.
well,
Yeah.
society hasn't, like, increased in knowledge. They've decreased. Because
Well,
the aliens,
people got blind and they forgot that there's such thing as non-physical phenomena.
they told the Egyptians how to live and how to do shit and make electricity. And that's all a fucking pyramid was a big electrical conductor. And then, like,
I think there was a little anti-gravity involved somehow.
and then there was, like, a polar shift or whatever happens every 50,000 years. I
Well,
think
those
it's 56,
pyramids.
7 years.
Maryland thinks those pyramids were to keep the wobble.
Their knowledge is wiped from them, and they never learned how to use it again.
Maryland thought another thing the pyramids did was keep the wobble in line so the planet didn't go out of orbit.
Yeah.
It kept the wobble under. Maybe it was to help it adjust to a polar shift. I don't know.
Is it? Are they like little? What do you call it? They're like the same as tire weights.
Yeah, counterpoints.
Yeah. They're like little. No, I don't know.
Some kind of counterpoint or something. It has something to do with probably higher dimensions and lower dimensions. Remember, the Egyptians wrote the Book of the Dead, so they were into those alternate dimensions. Well, one thing in common about Egyptology and all the religions and stuff, they all have alternate dimensions.
Yeah.
There's lower places. There's underworld.
That's what the Book of the Orantria really gets into. That's all they really talk about.
Well, New Ageism believes in it too, but it's just
Yeah.
the only thing that makes Islam different. It's how to make sure you don't end up in those lower realms. That's what salvation is. It's so your soul doesn't go to somewhere it doesn't want to go. That's like a pretty simple definition of salvation is salvation from the fire or the underworld or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I don't want to go there.
I gotta go get Timmy at noon tomorrow.
You gonna go to
Or
the
I gotta be
mosque?
in Lincoln. I gotta be in Lincoln at noon.
You gonna go to the mosque?
No. Gotta go to.
Lincoln has a mosque. I think it's like on First Street or something.
Yeah.
You must not be bored enough.
not
Well,
far enough.
I went to Temple Square and I did a little dawa. That's like when you kind of tell them a little bit about Islam.
I was pretty bored.
But usually, if they find out you were a member and you don't do it anymore, they ask you, "How did you fall away from the church?" So it helped me like review how I ended up becoming Muslim because I fell away from the church. Like
When?
when I converted to another religion.
Oh,
But I don't really think of it as falling away from them. I think of it as being accepted to where I belonged anyway.
who tells you you fall away from the church?
When
The
I went to
Mormons?
I go to Temple Square in
Yeah,
the visitor center. Like if you just hang out in there, they always come up to you and start talking to you because that's their job to
yeah,
talk to do missionary work.
yeah. Why would you still go there?
I was doing my missionary work.
Oh,
I was practicing my missionary work.
oh,
And
you're battle.
since they're already
You're,
appointed, they have to talk
you're,
to you. So.
you're preaching Islam on Mormon territory?
Yeah,
I see.
this is the like I've gone in there a few times and kind of I didn't really get into it, but this time I went through the whole story and see what the reaction was. It didn't go too bad, really. Because I met this guy that was at the mosque. He had come from Sudan and married a Mormon, and she had the kid and took the kid and did the Mormon thing, take the kid, leave the guy, ask for money, take child to mommy, leave the man, demand money. It's the Mormon way. You got that 3-step process down now.